Hey guys, what's up? It's Connor Mitchell, head whiz of Dragon Rider Network, and today we're here, as you could probably tell by the title, talking about a grudge match between two products. One of which isn't 100% on the market yet, has limited capabilities, and is crazy expensive. And the other which has no features, no price point, no date of release, and nobody knows anything about it because it hasn't even been created yet. So let's get into it. So Google Glass versus the so far not so existent iWatch. Who would win? Well, I hate to break it to you this early in the video, but this is not going to be a video that states which is better, Google Glass or iWatch. This is going to be a video that talks about which of these products has the advantages in which of the following categories and which would be doing better right now. So without further ado, let me start off with my first issue, and that is form factor. The idea of wearable technology has been something that we have just boggled over as a society for many, many years. From Dick Tracy's watch to Hollywood blockbusters that have featured people putting on glasses and having two-way video communication just drove us crazy. The iWatch could definitely be a form factor that many people could end up choosing because, after all, we've had wristwatches for practically 100 years now. So it's not some new form of technology. It's simple, basic, elegant, if you want to so far as call it that, and a lot of people over the years have worn a watch. In fact, almost everybody from the 90s that I knew at least wore a watch. And also the big thing, give it a 2-inch screen, and then of course you can put apps on it that you could run on the iPhone. That is of course assuming though that it doesn't have a holographic screen, which would then completely change the story. In my mind though, Google Glass is definitely the most futuristic and coolest form factor that one could think of to have interactive technology that is wearable. However though, this could also be something that could turn a lot of people off. Technological glasses with a camera built in and recording capabilities and augmented reality, that would be something that would be insanely helpful in the world of medicine, tech support, and many, many other fields that would just evolve from that technology. Unfortunately, not everyone wears glasses. And unfortunately, not everybody enjoys the feeling of wearing glasses. And for people who wear glasses already, that is a whole different story. My next point in this video would definitely have to be functionality. Just because of the nature of how we could design these products with the technology we have right now, no holograms and no 3D pictures right in front of us, we're really limited to only being able to use voice control for products like these. This, in my mind, would be something that would continuously hold them back, because humans are not meant to talk to their technology. Trust me, I've tried. And as much fun as it is for a nostalgic reason, it's nowhere near as functional as you would really want it to be. For the iWatch, get a holographic screen, make it the size of an iPad, and then we are in full business to run apps that would be unlike anything we've ever had access to before. And Google Glass. Take your glasses, put them on, get some Kinect technology in there where we can have 3D maps where we can pinch and zoom things that are right in front of us, and then we'll have an awesome pair of glasses for anyone who wants to wear them, and an awesome watch for anyone who wants to run apps or run Angry Birds right on their wrist. It would be amazing. Instead though, we are stuck with the Google Glass that has the little tiny clicky buttons and the tiny, tiny little screen that occasionally we have to do voice support for. And you know how that's going to look in public. Yes. No. No, I said no. Why aren't you doing it? Speaking of the public, it's time for me to get into my last point of this video, and that is public acceptance. This is especially critical, being that these two companies, Google and Apple, have both had their extreme share of the daily public spotlight and continue to now. Already, though, Google Glass is fighting an uphill battle with sci-fi movies and TV shows that show when you put on a piece of technology, it will definitely have its negative impacts on you. And even though Google is no Skynet, they haven't exactly won the hearts and minds of every single consumer on the planet right now. The Google self-driven car, as cool as it is, hasn't exactly picked up as much steam as Google may have wanted it to, and unfortunately, there are only like 2 states that have allowed it, where right now there should have been a whole bunch more getting very excited. Now, I'm not going to point fingers and say, you know, if Apple was doing this, then of course they would have gotten a whole lot more. I'm not going to say that, but in some cases it's true. Like the iWatch. Already, Apple has us begging for an iWatch, and they haven't even built the damn thing yet. Any kind of rumor that comes around like this, I mean, the iPad mini was a product that Steve Jobs, I believe, at one point even said there isn't much of a demand for products like that. And of course, long enough after the public was demanding it, Apple made it. And they designed it. And of course, it was released and people loved it. Now, obviously, for the tech geeks like myself and many other people who complained about the display not being Retina, that's a whole nother story. But, I mean, for the most part, people love the iPad mini. Also, and this also relates directly to public acceptance, I think it would be a lot easier to see people with a metal wristband walking around everywhere than to see people wearing very strange eyewear, however that would be, and thinking, or at least being paranoid that those glasses that Google would be shipping out and everyone would be wearing could have the possibility of recording you at any moment in time without you knowing. It would just be too much for the public to handle. And judging by the number of places that have headlined in every single newspaper saying that they are banning Google Glass before it even really goes public, I think it's quite easy to say that it might take the public a few more years to get used to the idea of everyone walking around with cameras on their face. So I'm obviously not declaring a winner right now because I said that is not what I would do in this video. But as for right now, in terms of public acceptance, I think Apple would once again have the advantage over Google if they released an iWatch, especially if it were the first product Apple were to release that would take advantage of holographic technology. How cool would that be? But anyway, guys, tell me your thoughts in the comment section below. What do you think Apple's iWatch is going to include? Do you think they'll even release an iWatch? What do you think of Google Glass? Do you think Google Glass is an epic failure? Do you think it's an epic success? Do you think it's the future? Do you think we could be doing something even better? Do you think that everybody in the world should have their eyeballs replaced with Google Eyes? Or whatever. So anyway, just tell me all of that in the comment section below. And of course, remember to subscribe for all this great tech content that I put up here as often as I possibly can. And I will catch you guys at the next video. Talk to you then.